Hello everyone, I hope you are loving the Black series as much as my team and I have been working diligently to get this together. Now I know I may be looking a little tired today, but it's okay because we're going to get through this because I have got to share this information with you. Now if you're a teacher watching this information, please share it with your students. If you're a parent watching this information, please share it with your children because it is time for us to have a one America, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Justice for the black man, the white man, the Asian man, the every other man and woman in this nation. So today we're going to be talking about the power of the white lie. When you see this today, you're going to say, yo, whoa, we thought it may have been one or two incidents, but you're going to see today that this thing is pervasive. Now, let's take a look. On May 25th, 2020, it was a beautiful morning in New York City. In this particular story, because I love telling stories, there are two characters in this story. One, his name is Christian Cooper. He's a bird watcher. A black man is a bird watcher. Christian, my man, if you're watching this, I'm gonna go get some binoculars myself because I never thought to actually sit around and look at birds, though I do appreciate the beauty of them. And then we have another character, Amy Cooper. What's interesting is you may say, oh, are they husband and wife? No, to our knowledge, they have no relationship. But since they are in America, it's possible that their ancestors could have been related through some level of exchange, whether it's rape or whatever it was, but it's possible. So let's take a look at what happened. As a matter of fact, Christian is minding his own business, looking at birds. Amy is in the park in New York City, and she has her dog unleashed in an area that's supposed to be leashed. So instead of me telling you what happened, let's take a look at what happened.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
This video has gone viral and you're about to see why. In a part of Central Park known as the Ramble, this woman called New York police on a man who asked her to obey the posted signs and keep her dog on a leash.
Ma'am, dogs in the Ramble have to be leashed at all times. And she was actually standing right next to the sign that says dogs in the Ramble have to be leashed at all times.
The Ramble is a wildlife habitat popular with bird watchers like Chris Cooper. Dogs disturb the birds, which is why he was asking her to follow the rules. She refused.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And
me.
I'm taking a picture and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
My thinking was I can sort of capitulate to this racial intimidation, or I can just do what I'm doing and continue recording.
He kept recording and captured this.
There is an African-American man. I'm in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my... I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the Ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
Her false report to 911 didn't get the response she was hoping for. Chris Cooper's sister uploaded the video. Someone identified the woman as Amy Cooper, a vice president at Franklin Templeton. The company issued this statement tonight on Twitter, saying they do not condone racism of any kind, and their employee has been put on administrative leave.
She has since apologized. Now, what about the dog, the Cocker Spaniel you see in the video struggling while she inexplicably pulls him onto his hind legs by the collar? Well, his name is Henry. He was a rescue dog, and the rescue organization saw the video too, and tonight it is reporting that she has surrendered the dog back to them.
I know you may be thinking, that is unbelievable. In 2020, did that really happen? It absolutely did, because what she knew is how to weaponize Christian's color. What she knew is that if she tell that great white lie, then police officers would come, and it's even possible that they could kill him. Pay attention to that. All right, exactly what happened. She's out walking, signs right by the sign that says dog must be leashed at all times. Christian Cooper was bird watching in Central Park. Amy Cooper, no relationship, was walking her dog in the Ramble. The Ramble is an area where dogs are supposed to be on a leash. Amy felt that her privilege exempted her from following the rules. She also thought, wait a second, when this black man is asking me, who does he think he is? My privilege should have him to know he should not even speak to me in any sort of way. And then the dangerous white lie. Now here's what I want you to understand. There's only one solution, because the white lie is a child of white supremacy. White supremacy is evil. It is evil that has permeated the entire world. It has permeated almost every system in America, from government, from economics, from education, from healthcare, from housing. You name it, it's in there. And what we have to do, America, we have to be better than this, because we are better than this, but it's going to take a little work. Me personally, I believe there's only two ways to eradicate it. One, loss of revenues, or two, loss of life. Now, hold on. I know you're thinking, wait, he's saying go get guns and start killing. Not at all. We have to lose the life of white supremacy. It has a life in itself. It is breathing, it is living. So the only way to lose that life is we educate with the Black series, with the Black Panther series, with the power of truthful history, with white lies. This is how you lose the life, because I believe if you can impact a person's heart and their mind, then they can release those old teachings that they've been taught, those things about other people and other cultures that are just not even true. So this is how we lose the life of white supremacy. Got you on that one, didn't I? All right, let's keep going. So loss of revenues. Amy Cooper had a vice president job at a major corporation, Franklin Templeton. When they reviewed the tape, they realized that she was weaponizing color. And they said, hey, we don't even want this in our organization. What does that mean? Corporations, you have a responsibility. City government, you have a responsibility. Municipalities, you have a responsibility. Religious organizations, you have a responsibility. Educational systems, you have a responsibility that when you see this level of hate, you cannot tolerate it. You must get rid of it. You must let it lose its life so that you can rebirth in a greater way. Okay, let's continue. Now, something else happened on May 25th. Here's what's amazing, and this is why when we look around the world, we have 60 countries marching and protesting for a black man they don't even know. We have every state in America marching and protesting for a black man that they don't even know. So we have Amy Cooper in the morning weaponizing Christian Cooper's color. We have in the afternoon police officers kneeling on George Floyd's neck. Now, let's talk about this. They believe in the white lie as well. So they believe they can do anything to this man that they wanted to, and no one would care. No one would say anything. As a matter of fact, this guy right here was just seen at the grocery store shopping, like nothing had happened. How is it possible that we have people who've been, quote unquote, sworn to protect and serve, but yet they're willing to murder a man in innocent blood in broad daylight with no regard at all? And here's what's interesting. This is the face of white supremacy. It's not about being white. White supremacy is an ideology. White supremacy is a belief. White supremacy is a heart condition. White supremacy is a mental condition. We have this guy right here, Tao, I believe his name is. He's not a white guy. He clearly is. He clearly isn't. He clearly is. So do you understand now that white supremacy has to lose its life, because it can infect and impact every human being on the planet, and actually it has already done that. Now here's what we are asked to believe. We're asked to believe it's just a few bad apples, right? You heard what Chris Rock said about that, but I want to show you it might be more than a few bad apples. Take a look at this. Wilmington cop. We are just going to go and start slaughtering those effing ends. I can't wait. God, I can't wait. He's even calling on the name of God. So these 3 police officers in Wilmington Police Department have been fired because they were caught on their own cam. They were caught saying they cannot wait to slaughter these effing ends. And then he says, God, I cannot wait. Do you understand now? White supremacy must lose its life. And the only way to do that is impacting its revenues and impacting the life of white supremacy. And these guys just lost their jobs. So what's interesting is, hopefully they will not get rehired by another police department. We know in the state of Florida that police who have bad conduct, people in different places are saying, hey, you can come here. But what does that say to the city? What does that say to the residents? And that is poor leadership. What we need in this country, from police department, from cities, from municipalities, from corporations, from schools, we need leadership. And leadership is about humanity. Okay, let's continue. What we're gonna talk about now is more white lies. So we talked about Amy Cooper. For those of you who say, but that's just something that just happened, I wanna prove to you with data, with facts, with evidence that these white lies are pervasive and has been happening for a long time. Let's go right to August 12th, 1955 in Money, Mississippi. There's a young man named Emmett Till. He was born in Chicago. His nickname was Bobo. He had recovered from the polio at the age of 5. So this young man was with some friends in a store. He was talking. He saw a white lady. The white lady said he whistled at her. She said he came around and grabbed her by the waist and hugged her, and he said some inappropriate things. Once again, the white lie. Without any proof, without any evidence, this is what happened. His assailants, the white woman's husband and her brother, made Emmett carry a 75-pound cotton gin fan to the bank of the Tallahatchie River and ordered him to take his clothes off. 2 grown men beat him nearly to death. They didn't kill him. They gouged his eyes out. They shot him in the head and threw his body in the cotton gin, tied a barbed wire around his neck, tied it to the cotton gin fan, and threw his body in the river. That's not even human. That is evil. That is demonic. That is white supremacy. And it must lose its life or it must lose its revenues. Okay? So let's take a look. Here we are. Carolyn Ann Bryant Dunham. She has my last name. Ugh. She stated that Emmett grabbed her, whistled, and made sexual advances at her. She told her husband, Roy Bryant, he called his brother. And to this day, not one of them have spent a moment in jail or a penny of compensation. These black people's lives have been totally disrupted. The trauma that these children felt seeing their cousin whisked away. White woman Carolyn Bryant accused him of whistling, but guess what? In 2017, she admitted that she had lied. The white lie. Let's keep looking. Emmett Till murderer. Roy Bryant, he owned the store. They demanded to see the boy. They came to his house at night and pulled him out. This is the cotton gin fan that they tied around his neck. And this, more liars, the all-white jury, who said, we don't even know if he did it. And then the sheriff even said, well, how do you know, to Emmett Till's mom, Mamie, how do you know that's even your boy? We believe that the NAACP, that's a hoax. You guys are making something up. So Derek Johnson with the NAACP, brother, thank you for the work that you're doing. I sit on these town hall meetings that you're doing. I'm listening to the content. The NAACP is very relevant. So just like I'm advocating black people start spending your money in black banks, I need every black person to take out membership, and not just black people, but white people as well, Hispanic people, Asian people, take out membership in the NAACP, because we need to support those organizations that are supporting the work of justice and equality around this nation. All right, let's continue. Witnesses passing by said they heard a young man, frightened voice calling, "Mama! Please save me." It took me back to George Floyd. The same exact words that were said by George Floyd, he's calling his mama at the point of death, because these evil, racist, white supremacists were killing a boy. And then he even said, please God, don't do it again. These grown men, after the trial, this is what they did. They lit up a cigar. They had the false accuser, the white lie, Carolyn Ann Bryant. They laughed their way right out of the court. 2 acquitted of the boy's murderer. They were not even worried, because the white men in the jury had no consciousness. They had no regard for black life. And that is why Black Lives Matter. Okay? Then here's what's amazing though. Carolyn Bryant, she also has 2 boys. I got to think about this for a second. How are they going to grow up? What are they going to be taught? If these guys are their fathers and she's their mother, they're creating more evil white supremacists. They're going to perhaps join the police department. They're going to perhaps join local law enforcement or city officials or school systems. What are they going to teach? What kind of damage are they going to do to this planet? This is why white supremacy must lose its life. And this woman to this day is still alive and well to my knowledge. Now, this is the face of Emmett Till. This beautiful young man, Mamie Bradley's boy, was murdered. They gouged his eyes out. What kind of human would do such a thing? And this is the image that the world had to see of Emmett Till. The pain so many black mothers across the nation feel, the fear just of having their boys, their husbands going outside. Why do we have to live this way? It is unnecessary, and we will not continue to live this way. While this woman is alive and well and Facebooking. Last thing I want to say about this particular case is it's all connected. We're all connected. Everyone knows who this is. As a matter of fact, who is this? It is Rosa Parks. I had the pleasure of meeting her when I lived in Detroit. This is what you don't know about Rosa Parks. 100 days after Emmett Till's murder, Rosa Parks was riding on a city bus in Montgomery, Alabama, when the driver ordered her to move to the segregated black seats, white supremacy. She was about to do as she was told, then the image of Emmett Till's brutalized body came back to her, and she refused. Emmett Till connected Rosa Parks, connected the Montgomery bus boycott, connected Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. History draws a straight line from the lynching of the 14-year-old child to the eruption of the civil rights movement. History also just drew a straight line from the lynching of George Floyd to the major unrest around the world. We are all connected. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of The White Lie. We have a lot more information and a lot more content for you. So stay tuned and join us again. My name is Dwayne Bryant. I look forward to the next part.